Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another RTI ones. It's been a while since I've actually played any ones. It's been a few days, at least. I actually only played the two recorded games that... There are two games that I recorded, rather. That's good, so... yesterday, just because I did pretty well. And I don't think he had me boost. And so I'm going to try to do more analysis this time around, rather than last time where I just kind of ranted on. There, I just wanted to stay behind the ball and try to see if I could bait him to get the boost, but he got there first. Since he took boost and took it up the wall for whatever reason, I backed off. I hit that to try to get it around him just so I could buy myself time to get boost, which I was able to do. Since he's on the wall, I just could sit there and wait. Playing on the wall in ones is not very advantageous. I went for the air roll shot and didn't jump up high enough. I just interrupted him there to try to be a nuisance, get boost since I was pretty low. There, I was just waiting to step and actually got a little lucky that he messed up his flick, but I got enough in the way that he wasn't able to do anything, and I'm guessing ran out of boost. So that was another goal. It was just a breakaway. Pretty neutral kickoff. I'm just trying to stay behind the ball and not give him any space. That was a decent fade challenge by him. Forced me to be hesitant, but I ended up just flicking it out of the zone. I did kind of miss my shot that I was going for. Since I had the time to go up and get that wall clear, I decided to, rather than just sitting on the ground. And then there, instead of clearing that upfield, I just want to control it so that I don't give it right back to him. I went off the wall because I figured he would go and challenge it, and then I just landed really badly. There, I think he just missed his controlling touch and bounced it too high, so I just went in for the challenge on him. There, that was a good step, being patient and waiting. I think I panicked a little bit because I wasn't able to get my dribble the way I wanted it, and I tried to flick it to far corner from where the ball was positioned. He lost control of the ball and went for a demo, which is something that he actually does multiple times in this video that doesn't really work. That was a decent bounce dribble for me. It was alright. Wasn't the best thing. There, I should have stepped much quicker. The first touch wasn't the problem, because I at least popped it over him, but it's right there when I should have challenged when the ball first hit the ground, but he hesitated, so I wasn't sure what he was going to do, and that ended up costing me. But we get it back with another kickoff goal. The one thing that I did want to mention during this video is that my weekly highlights for this week are probably going to be a bit delayed. They may come out either tomorrow or Wednesday, just because I have a lot more replays saved this week than I ever expected to. That's a nice little touch to chip it over him, and then I just got a terrible position, but bump him out of the way, make sure that he can't get anything from it. But yeah, as I was saying, I have a crap ton of replays to go through and edit, and I just haven't sat down, especially with some of the other footage that I've been trying to get out and doing other stuff and playing this at the same time and all this other things. So it'll probably be a day or two late. No later. It shouldn't be no later than Wednesday, but we'll see, because I gotta sift through all the good stuff and weed out any of the bad stuff that I saved that was kind of mediocre or alright. So it should be out soon, but unfortunately it isn't going to be out today like I'd hoped that it would. It's going to try to be my schedule. I have a breakaway goal. Try to be my schedule to get out one of those weekly highlights videos every Monday. That's gonna be the goal. Anyways, back to the game. It's 4-1 with a little under a minute. He can definitely still come back, but right when I save that, he forfeits. I think he got salty because he was making a lot of mistakes, and I wasn't rushing in or doing anything to try to stop him. I was being more patient, which maybe that's something that he's not used to playing against. My frustration or something. I don't know. On to game 2. I've been really bad about my kickoffs in ones and just in general, actually. Like, I've not been doing well on the scrub killer kickoff. These like straight back diagonal kickoffs have been doing a little better. But sometimes I can get a kickoff like that where I just essentially roll it off their hood into their side of the field. There are other times where the ball just gets shot straight back on my side. And then there goes another kickoff goal. It was extremely important for me to dodge, because if I didn't dodge, he would push me out of the way. He even did push me out of the way, but I got enough in my dodge to put it in. Again, that's that missed opportunity there. That's that straight back corner kickoff that I can just roll it off of him. Another goal. That one was because I knew he was coming, so I tried my best to chip it over him and was successful, and then he was just out of the play. I had all the time in the world. There's another bad kickoff by me, but I was able to interrupt him so that I wasn't able to get any sort of shot opportunity. There, I hesitated. I wasn't sure whether he was going to let it bounce or if he was going to catch it or do what, so I like waited back and waited for his response. Once I saw him turn, I kind of floored it and just went for the ball and ended up missing. There's another missed open goal for me. That's a decent pinch off the wall. I'd hoped to get higher, but I didn't have any boost, and I was able to pick that one up. He's playing pretty aggressive, but again, just a physical play, getting a body on him. That wasn't a bad hook shot, and honestly, that shot shouldn't have gone in. I hit it straight at him. Where the ball ended up is where I wanted to hit it, but it just unfortunately didn't happen. I noticed that a lot of times on kickoffs for me, definitely something I need to work on, is ball either like squirts out with a bunch of power in a neutral position at midfield, or it just shoots out to one of our sides, whether that be my side of the field or their side of the field. There, again, just being patient and waiting for him to do something. He took it off the wall, and that really wasn't the best idea for him to do, because I was just sitting in goal. And I actually almost messed it up. That's why you see me kind of like side flick, dodge into it at the end. Another kickoff goal where I just roll it off his roof and put it in after it bounces off the wall. Not much I could say about that. There were, yeah, a few of those on that kickoff where I just rolled it off of him and put it into the net. Again, not a good diagonal kickoff at all. Those, for whatever reason, seemed to be my weakness, and he missed a shot opportunity. I don't think he had a lot of boost. I tried to put a shot on goal because I didn't think he had a lot of boost. I just wanted to test him. Here, I knew my mistake as soon as I touched the ball. He was waiting in goal, and I tried to see if I could put a shot in the top shelf somewhere, make him go up for it. I ended up just jumping off the wall and hitting the ball straight to him. He catches it, he puts in an easy goal. It's not a good idea in ones to go off the walls unless you're extremely confident in your ability, and that was an incredibly close save. I'm still surprised that I got that. Again, I want to test him, and I ended up hitting it terribly wrong the first time, and then to try to correct for that, I just tried to put it behind him. Just an easy save. But what was I saying? I was saying something about something. Missed another shot. There's a lot of missed opportunities for me. Oh, again, failed dribble. I was just saying that in ones, it's not a good idea to go off the wall unless you're completely confident in your ability. Aerialing is another thing that in ones, unless you're comfortable with, don't do it. Because if you're not confident in your ability to go up for the ball and the ball's in the air when it's just a one-on-one situation, then if you go up and miss terribly, then you've made a huge mistake and give your opponent a large window to shoot from. I wanted to turn as fast as possible, and I did catch him off guard. I heard him boosting by me, so I didn't want to move forwards in case he tried to demo me, which he kinda did. Like, in that situation right there is a good example of not going off the wall. If that were 2s or 3s, I probably would have tried to air dribble it or push it off the backboard for my teammate, but since it's 1s and I know that I don't have anyone else there, and he's just kind of waiting in the corner, there's no point for me smacking that up and just giving the ball right to him. There I made a little bit of a mistake. To push it across and push it out, which is why you see me go off the wall and go for it, but then he just prioritized boost over ball, and it was an easy goal for me to put past him. I wasn't sure whether or not he was going for it, and then when I saw him, he wasn't. I just went ahead and boosted as hard as possible just to try to beat him to the ball, see if I can maybe get a shot. It hit the post, but I was able to get the rebound. It was a good 50-50 just to keep it neutralized. It looked like I jumped a bit early on that one. And then he just puts in an open goal because I missed the ball. Had I jumped and timed it properly, I probably could have put in an 11th goal. But considering that we were up 6, not up 6, we were up by 6 goals in this one, I think it's safe to say that it was all good, so I wasn't too worried about it. I did try to hook around the ball and put off another shot just to go ahead and try to buy time here. I'm just buying time, to be honest. And there that goes. So I actually played pretty well in these 2 games and just played off of their mistakes. Hopefully some of that was helpful. And I'm going to be calling it here. Thanks y'all for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.